If you're viewing this in the future, skip ahead to 1 minute. That's when I start to talk and interact and say the specifics of the stream and what's it about. So if you're not watching it live, go ahead and tune for 1 minute 50. 1 minute 30, 2 minutes. That's when I start to talk. I don't find it purposeful for me to just speak when there's no one in the live at all, unless I'm already in the groove of things. And once I already start getting to the groove of things, I just continue talking to the end of the stream, or trying to talk until the end of the stream. And as long as my ideas are brewing and I am challenging myself to articulate new things. Alright, let's get it started. Day 36 of me streaming every single day until I make it. And the purpose of this stream is for me to capture my monetization, analytics, is sharing my process of becoming a personal trainer and gym owner. One of the key and core principles is that I do not need to become famous in order to fulfill the goal that I have to hit, that I want to hit. I do not need to be famous to be a successful personal trainer. Do I need to be locally famous? I believe so. I do believe in the local area, a lot of people should know you as that person that trains and does this and that. And that will help you have access to actual money. And whatever business that you're making, if it's definitely like a skill type business, let's say barbering, etc., whatever skill it may be, you need to focus on being locally famous. It doesn't matter that 100,000 people know you in Britain, because you're not gonna be cutting up people from Britain. You're gonna be cutting people up from your local area. So being locally famous when you have skills that give you money is what's important. So that's my first focus. What's going on, Mbappa? What's going on, Mbappa? Bonnie? What's going on? And John? And Jen? What's going on? Bonnie with the flower, appreciate it. So, by the way, the guys that are just tuning in, this stream is just me capturing my thought process, my analytics, monetization, sharing it with you guys, sharing the process of me becoming a personal trainer and gym owner. And I just want to do this not only for myself. I do these videos to look back in the past and see what I've accomplished over time and how I articulate myself and how my thoughts at the time, but also to share it so other people could feel that motivation as well and be able to articulate my thoughts, talk about faith, and etc. Being Zasty is gonna hit you hard down there. Mr. Muscles, what are you talking about, man? I'm good. How about you? I'm doing good, thank God. Everything's been good. Just trying to stay consistent with the streams. Today I did not feel like streaming, but you gotta stay disciplined, stay at it. Just because you didn't feel like doing it, you know what's good for you and you know what's right. So you just gotta stick at it, even though you don't want to do it. And that's when it's most important to actually follow through. When you're hopeless, when you don't want to do the said thing, that is when it's most important to accomplish it. Because when you accomplish it, it's that much more of a meaning behind it. And Baba with the like and subscribe. Thank you, Bonnie, for liking and subbing. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone that's commenting, asking questions, and everything. I really appreciate it. And if you have any questions about anything, go ahead and drop in the chat. I'll gladly answer. If you're curious about any things about me, the channel, what I'm about, what I'm talking about, fitness, nutrition, faith, I'm Christian, whatever you guys want to talk about, go ahead and drop in the chat. I'll gladly read and respond. Angion says, bro, give me advice for continuing my swimming. Well, swimming, I don't do that myself. But if I were in something like that and I was participating in it, the principles do apply cross fields. You have to ask yourself, why are you doing it? Why are you swimming? Do you want to continue swimming? And if you understand in your mind logically that you want to continue swimming and it's something that is beneficial for you and is a good habit, or you want to go far with it, then go for it and negotiate with yourself. That right there, convince yourself whether you should or you shouldn't. That should be something that you've done way before going into it and participating in it. And once you're already in it, don't negotiate with yourself, because doubts are going to come. There's going to be bad days, good days. But if you made that decision prior, like the manager, when he makes a decision for the company to go a certain way, the company goes a certain way. The same with the body and the mind. That's how the connection should be with your mind and the body. The people, it should just follow whatever command you give it. Although we want to work and get closer to that as much as possible, right? Because God works in the same way. God thinks and it becomes. We want to be like that as much as we can. We want to think and act very fast and urgently, so we can make the things that we think of become reality faster. Oh man, I missed a lot of chat, my bad. Bonnie with the high, what's going on? With the weed, Colin, what's going on, Colin? What's good, gang? What's good, Galvin? Sib? Bonnie with the highs and the emojis. Appreciate it. All these emojis. Angion, it's okay. Angion says, thanks, bro. That helps me so much. I appreciate it. I can't tell if you're being on. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or what you're trying to say, but I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody passing by the live. And you know what? It's kind of cool, because when I started doing these lives, a lot of my first lives, I got no viewers at all. And now, some people are choosing. I had Colin, and Colin was a very consistent viewer. But that goes to tell you, consistency over time. There are some days that I'm like, dang, you know what? But the reason behind streaming isn't for the views, so that's what makes me continue. And the views are like add-ons of motivation. And, you know, I like impacting and helping people. So when I get people in the live and I'm able to interact and help them, like Angion, that makes me feel amazing. I guess it's selfish in a way, but that makes me feel amazing. I like to help people, and that's why I wanted to become a personal trainer and gym owner, so I can be that manager that I wish I had in my life. Because when I first started working in Publix, I had a manager that gave me amazing quotes, and he was rough on me, but he taught me a lot of principles that I apply still to this day. Like, there ain't no reason to cry over spoiled milk. Just throw it out. I don't know why that stuck with me, but that stuck with me to this day. Efficiency equals productivity. That's something I didn't know. When I first was working, I was so nervous. I was fumbling over everything, and eventually I got to the point where I understood what he meant. The more organized I could be, the more efficient I could be, and then, therefore the more efficient I could be, it improves my productivity. It's something so simple, but he helped me apply that in my day-to-day life to now. My bad, guys, is that when I'm talking, a lot of times I zone out and I go into it, and then I try to go back into the chat. So I'm gonna go right back into the chat right now and try to read up, catch up. How's my chess game been going? Colin, I just think you need to work on the opening. It's good. I just think the opening, you just need to follow the principles of the opening. Look past the first couple effects of your moves, you know? And if you make a move prior, you're in a situation where you're gonna lose, make sure that you're picking the least amount of loss possible in the chess game, right? So when we're playing chess, when you're playing against me, let's say I get you in a situation where you're gonna lose something for sure. Make sure that you're taking the right sacrifices, that you're not losing more than you should. You know, if you're gonna lose something, lose the minimal amount possible and work with what you got. Get me? And that's actually a principle that you can apply in the real world, which is pretty cool. Bonnie with the emojis, and me too. Yeah, thanks. Eggman, what's good? Eggman, that boy back. That's glad. I'm happy to see people coming back to the stream. And John says, yeah, thanks. I like your personality. Do you have a girlfriend? And I do not have a girlfriend. Another day at school, and guess what? I'm not allowed to wear coats either. Dang. What about in the winter? Eggman? Now, like Britain, they be... In Britain, they... Bro. Why it's so stringent on driving at? What's going on? Oh, no. Reconnecting. Let me grab this real quick. Opening, and it's playing it over and over again, so you master the best in those specific scenarios and openings in a chess match. Bonnie with the more emojis, still no. Why don't you have one? You look handsome. You look handsome, dude. I appreciate you. I really don't know how to answer that. It's just my focus is on Christ and trying to improve myself, and it'll come when it'll come. God will provide for me a wife when I'm ready for one. Maybe I'm not ready for one right now at the moment, and all in God's timing, you know. And I don't think I'm ready for a girlfriend right now, neither, because I'm not mature enough. The situation with that is, what is maturity and when would I feel satisfied about it? And that's the danger zone, because a lot of people, they go into that mindset of wait for the right time to do X or that, and I don't believe in that neither. So I'm just going with the flow, to be honest. Just going with the flow, and when God will provide one, he'll provide one. Although I am aware and, you know, I have my eyes peeled for when the moment does open, but Eggman says we're not allowed to wear them outside of the school, but in school. Oh, okay, you're allowed to wear them outside. Okay, I was about to say, bruh. I'm guessing they had a good heater inside, because that's crazy. Body with more emojis. Remington spams the hi. What's going on, Remington? Yeah, true. Yeah, and Gian. Bonnie with, I did not go to school for 2 days. Why? Why didn't you go to school, Bonnie? All right, finally caught up with the chat. Fire. All right, let's go ahead. And so recent videos and ideas and things I want to do with more emojis. Eggman with emojis. You got more people doing emojis. Hike. My recent videos, they didn't perform. Well, the ones prior to that one, they performed very well. I don't know what I'm going to speak about today on the public speaking. I'm going to probably do that and generate that idea when I get off the live on the way home. Don't know. And that's the exciting part of it with the public speaking challenge, is speaking 100 days in front of a camera every single day. Some days you're going to repeat yourself, and information that you repeat doesn't mean it's information that's invalid or not useful. A lot of times we need to hear the things that we struggle with the most. That's the things that we need to hear the most. So just because it's repetition or something that I have to say over again doesn't devalue the information at all. Eggman, what the do you mean? Remington Lucky man. Dude, I had to go to school. I'm from Allegria, so I'm stuck with school. Algeria. I'm not even sure what Algeria is or where is that. Man, I just need to play more chess to learn the openings to play a lot better. Yeah, ultimately it does come down to the repetition and just getting the game down. But I was saying, as you play more, if you do the same openings, you learn the moves out of. That's at least what I'm doing. I always play the same opening over and over again, and I learn counters and I learn what's the best move in specific scenarios. And as I keep playing that opening, I get to learn that style better. I can implement other styles with it, but ultimately I'm doing the same opening over and over again. That's what I do. Eggman with the emojis. I'm trying to use every emoji. Okay. Angion with the. Okay, Bonnie. Yeah, let's spam W. Let's spam W. P&JProFit. Appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys in the chat, man. You guys actually make the live go a lot smoother. Thank you guys for the W's. Next idea that I have is how to train like a personal trainer. I want to do this next time. This is a video idea I want to do. Thank you for all the W's, guys. I really appreciate it. North Africa. Oh, that's where you're from, Angion. Okay, that makes sense. I want to keep playing chess while talking to you to get better. Okay, that's cool, Colin. I'm down. You can play me. We can play all those matches, man. I don't mind playing and competing against someone every day. It's pretty cool. Thank you guys for the W's, bro. Remington and Bonnie. I appreciate you guys. Let's go on and let me see. What was I thinking? Where was that? Oh yeah, how to train like a fitness trainer. And I'm just gonna go through like simple things like assessments, training, tracking, and I'm also gonna do another series recently where I'm gonna basically show you the process of me overhead pressing. What I'm overhead pressing right now is 95 pounds for 3x10, and I'm just gonna show you me hitting the goal of doing 150 for a 3x10 and how simple it is and what is progressive overload week to week. So I'm gonna record every single workout and I'm just gonna post that at the end. Remington says, I wish I could show you the two C5 Corvettes I saw. Bro, not like Corvettes they're such beautiful cars. My favorite car though is gotta be a Charger. I don't know what it is. It's, ever since I grew up, it was my brother's favorite car, and I guess I always looked up to my brother in a way, and I just took a lot of things that he liked, but I love Chargers. I wish. Bonnie says, do I play Fortnite? No, I do not play no Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite. I don't play Roblox. The only game I do play is chess. I have a very addictive personality, and I'm very wary of what I touch, what I do, and what I listen to, because I get addicted to things. I get hooked. So the things I do get hooked on, I want it to be something that's going to be beneficial or makes me think. And like a game like chess, for example. Heck yeah, dude, I agree. Chargers are the best. Yeah, by far my favorite car. If I do get a car in the future, if I do have enough money, I probably would get a Charger. That or a Camaro. It's that Bumblebee effect. I grew up with Transformers and with Megan Fox and Shia LaBeouf. That Camaro in that movie, like, bro, Camaros just do something to me too. Camaros and Chargers. Like, I'd rather have that than some super high class cars sometimes. You have a Camaro, Remington? That's pretty cool, bro. That's really like one of my dream cars. That and a Charger. But ultimately, I don't care for it. Like, I wouldn't seek it. But if I had the money extra money on hand, I have a lot of money to do that. But if I had like the extra money on hand and I had confidence within my income and the security of it, I'll probably go into that. They are manual though. I never driven a manual. I definitely gotta learn that. My car might start stalling. Not gonna lie. You just lost your pawn. I just lost my pawn, my rook, my queen. What do you mean? Last time I played it was with my sister. I got so mad because I lost, so I put the game off. Last time you played chess, that's what happened? Or Fortnite? If you have a $1 million, what would you do with it? It's a good question. If I have $1 million, number one, I'm not telling anyone. Number two, I'm probably gonna hire a financial advisor. And number three, I'm gonna sit it until I know something to put my money in. I'm gonna put it in a high yield. I'm gonna ask the bank to put it in a high yield savings account, so it gathers interest every month. Let the money stack up a little bit. Once the money stacks up a little bit, I'm gonna give it to my mom. I'm gonna give that money to my mom. I'm gonna give a good amount of money, the money that's stacking up to my mom monthly. So $1 million sitting, think a million, let's say if it's 12%, talking about like 12,000 a month, 10 to 12,000. 12% is super high. So 4%, 5% interest. I probably can get like a really high yield one if I have $1 million. So they probably give me like 10% interest. But let's play it safe. Let's say I had a 6% interest on an account. All the money that I get in that account, I'm gonna be giving it to my mom, and also I'm gonna be taking out my mom, and I'm gonna probably give her a portion of that money, but I'm gonna let it build up first before I let anyone know, because of security. And you're not gonna be able to build up as much money as fast if I gave it to my mom off rip. But me doing that is gonna give me security and that maintainability of that money. And then after the money stacks up for a little bit, I'll probably end up buying a house. And if I have enough money left over after buying the house and all the fees, get a property manager and go from there. But things aren't as simple as you say them. Well, basically what I would do with the $1 million is try to keep the money and make it last as long as possible, while also working for my passions. And as I build up my passions, I probably invest in them over time. But that'll be my main goal: keep the money and make it last as long as possible and generate as much as possible. That's one thing. When you have money, you make more money. One of my friends has someone that makes a lot of money, and that he knows personally is a family member, and he has probably like 100 something in an account, 100 something mil in an account, and he makes more than doctors every single month just off the money in that account. Remington says, whoa, you are so smart with money. I mean, I know a little bit. With money. Do need to learn more, especially. There's one thing saying these things, and another thing is applying it. A lot of people that win lotteries, they lose that money very fast because a lot of people aren't financially literate. What would you do if you had $1 quadrillion? If I had $1 quadrillion, I'm probably gonna try to save the end world hunger. Try to end world hunger. Well, I was gonna cause a big ripple in the economy, but I would try to. $1 quadrillion would cause a ripple in the economy. Anything I do, I can make an entire nation rich. I think there was a king. Forgot which king, but he had so much money that he literally messed up an entire economy because of him giving out gold for free. What's good? What's going on, Iron Ryan? What's going on, man? Thanks for passing by the stream, bro. What happens if you had? What you gonna ask, Bonnie? Dang, this is a long. Usually I only last for 20 minutes, but you guys are actually making me want to stay on the stream. Thanks for passing by, man. 1QA. 1QA. If I had 1QA, I probably, yeah, like I said, try to end world hunger. Give money to my mom, give money to my parents, give money to my whole family. Everyone's being rich. Giving money to all my friends. And once I give money to everybody, then I'll start worrying about myself. Because at that point, it's not even about maintenance and being smart with the money. It's more about just being 1 quadrillion you're not going to run out of. I had, on GTA 5, which is completely different, I had 100 billion something on GTA 5, and literally, no, 100 million. And in GTA 5, a lot of the cars and haircuts and everything's expensive. I bought everything available on the game, all the cars, everything, and still had money left over. That's how much 100-something million dollars is. That's crazy. Get it, bro. Pass it around. What's 1QA? Yeah, that's a lot. Bonnie, what's 1QA? I don't get it. I thought 1QA means 1 quadrillion. Yeah, man, I'm just driving home from work. This is usually when I stream. I spend so much time in the car, and I figured since I spend so much time in the car that I should utilize that time to do something productive. And one of the things I can do that's productive is streaming every single day. Well, not every single day, but 5 days out of the week I stream. And I titled this as streaming every single day because technically, not every day, but every business day I stream, practically. Bonnie said a lot more than quadrillion. So yeah, Bonnie, the same thing. Pass the money around, make everybody rich, but I'll probably have to be a little bit cautious because with that amount of money, you can literally mess up and rip up economies. Because there has to be somewhat of a, sadly in this world, for a functioning economy, there's poor, there's rich, in order to stabilize the job market and have accessibility to electricity, homes being built. That comes from people and a working class economy. If you don't have a working class economy and everyone's rich, then what happens to the infrastructure of the world has a huge effect. Iron Ryan says, that's awesome. I'll catch you in the next one, bro. It was just about to go live, and I seen you were, so I wanted to pop in. I appreciate you, Ryan. Thank you for passing in, bro. I appreciate any the smart amount of time that you came in here to show that love. I really appreciate calling. Everyone that's came by this live and all the amount of chats that I had this live has made me stream for longer, because usually I only stream for 20 minutes. And today I came into the stream not wanting to stream. Not wanting to. Thank God I streamed today. I got to meet some people, got to talk to some people, give some advice to some people. It was awesome. Thank you guys for this live. I think I'm going to end it now. But God bless you guys. Never give up. Keep stacking days. Yeah, it turned out to be a good one. Keep stacking days. Never give up. Chase your dreams. Repent and believe the gospel. Christ is the truth, the way,